Hello and welcome to That Maths Show. This is an extra episode for me being gone, and today I'd like to talk about something a little bit different. This won't be directly maths, but it'll be exam related. In short, I guess what I want to say is be happy about your grade. This is very important, because if you can't be happy with your work, it's very hard to keep at it. This whole video can be summed up into the very short phrase, be happy about your grade. From experience I know that getting a good grade is worth nothing in itself. You might think so, but in my life it clearly isn't. Sure, it will help you get a diploma, maybe a job, but to complete a study, and to feel worth getting a job, you need something else. But to complete a study and feel worth getting a job, you need something else, something that a good grade won't give you. And I'd like to share the following with you. I've heard it and I can say it, I can tell you, but I don't fully understand it. And you shouldn't expect to just from hearing it once. I think you sort of need to feel it down in your every last cell, and I don't yet. I hope to get there. But you don't need to feel it completely to understand it, to understand the purpose of it. And I have the potential to get there, and I believe that you have the potential to get there, to really understand and feel this from the inside out, because it's not something that can come from the outside into you, it's something that has to be brought out of you. I believe I can get there, and if you believe you can get there, there is the option to getting there. It doesn't require a god or religion, it requires thought, and it requires a self. So the secret is, you are not right because your grades say you're right. You're not right because your friends say you're right. You're not even right because your mom and dad says you're right. You're not right because I say you are right. You're right because you are right. First step to realize this, to really understand this, is to realize that you're not wrong because your grades are low or because your exams results are low. You're not wrong because your parents or your friends or anyone, even I, say you're wrong. No matter how much anyone says you're wrong, that does not make you wrong, because you are not wrong. There's no more to it. A good way of remembering this is to have people around you who tell you that you are right. That really helps you remember it. But if you want to be truly happy, and if you want to be truly self-secure, should these people one day against all odds abandon you, I hope you'll remember me pointing at the screen, telling you that you are right because you are right. And I'm right because I'm right. When you've heard this, you'll hopefully at some point get to feel it too. I have heard it, I've said it, told myself, and I don't completely feel it yet, but I hope that I'll get there. The only thing I should add as a side note, and that I have to remember myself, is that since I am not my actions, even though I am right, my actions can be wrong. An important thing to remember is that I am not my actions, and you are not your actions. You can be the loveliest person and sometimes do something annoying. Since I'm not my actions can be wrong even though I am right, because they are different. They can be quite different. My actions can be wrong, your actions can sometimes be inappropriate, your reactions can sometimes be inappropriate. I mean, that's okay, that they sometimes are, but just remember, you being right doesn't mean that your actions are always perfect, because there's the difference between the two. And when I say I'm right, and when I say you're right, it doesn't mean I'm right about everything I say, and it doesn't mean you're right about everything you say. You can still be wrong about how many stars there are in the observable universe, or how you think something works, or how to do calculations, how to do integrals. I can still be wrong about how to do integrals, even though I, as a person, am right. What I'm talking about is not your actions or your opinions, it's you as an entity, and you as an entity are right. Not much more to it. Just because you are right. As you may have noticed, this stretches beyond maths, beyond exams. It's of an importance which is very much beyond any of that. But I believe if you want to keep at a study, or keep at a job, it's important to remember that you are right for the person you are. And your way of doing a certain subject, for instance maths, has a right in its own. It may not belong in the school or the university or wherever you are at, because they want to do it in a different way. They want to do the subject in their way. The way they do the subject has its right. And you may have to drop your way of working with a subject for a certain school or a certain university or job or whatever. But what you do on your own time is up to you. And if the world tells you your way of doing maths is wrong, you say, okay, well, as long as I'm at school, I'll do mathematics your way, but in my time, I'm doing mathematics my way. And maybe I can't call it mathematics, but it'll be something I find fun. Even though I don't have a word for this subject, I still find it fun, and I still find it enjoyable to spend my time doing it, and I will do. They can keep their stinking school maths. Or you could say, they can keep their stinking PE. And this, of course, can be generalized to any subject. My hope is that we will one day know this, that we are not our actions, and even though our actions are wrong, we as people, we as entities are still right. I as an entity am still right, even though I do something very wrong. And we'll be at a point where we don't just know it, we won't just believe it, we'll think it because we feel it, because it comes from inside. It's not something the priest has told us, it's not something just our parents have told us, it's not something a random guy just from the internet told us. It's not because some random guy on the internet told me that I'm right, that I want to believe it. I want to believe it because I think it's true, and I want to feel it because I think it's true. And hopefully that one day I will feel right, and you will feel right, and no one will ever need to pick on anyone, because we all know that even though our actions can be wrong, we are all right. That's it for today. No grand mathematics, no integrals or anything. Just something I find important for when doing exams. I hope to see you Monday. No questions answered this time. If you PM me messages on Justin TV or leave them in the comments of this video, I will answer them in my next show. Or maybe if you suggest a topic, I might do that topic. Be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and get your maths question answered. And a quick thank you to my editor Pam, without whom this would not be possible. Thanks and goodbye.